Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel, and for today's video, we will be tackle about the TPACK as a framework for technology-driven teaching and learning from Module 5, Lesson 2. So let's go! So here are the lesson outcomes. First is to familiarize oneself with TPACK and SAMR model as frameworks in integrating technology in the practice of teaching. Second, select and employ an appropriate technology tool or application in an instructional plan. Third, evaluated one's capability in integrating technology in the lesson. And the last one is identified learning theories and principles applied for teaching learning. So now let's proceed. So what is TPACK? TPACK stands for Technological Pedagogical Content Knowledge. It is a theoretical model describing the capability of 21st century teacher. TPACK model outlines how content, or shall we say, what is being taught, and pedagogy, how the teacher imparts that content, must form the foundation for effective technology integration because it shows the interconnectedness of content with pedagogical knowledge in making teaching more engaging, relevant, and effective. This framework describes the kinds of knowledge required by teachers for the successful integration of technology in teaching. As you can see the picture, it has a different intersections and relationships already embodied in the TPACK acronym. So we have the CK or the content knowledge, PK or the pedagogical knowledge, PCK, the combination of the content and pedagogical knowledge. Next, we have TK or the technological knowledge, TCK, the combination of technological and content knowledge. Lastly, TPK, the combination of technological and pedagogical knowledge. So let us know first the CK or the content knowledge. Content knowledge. This describes teachers' own knowledge of the subject matter. It is also the body of knowledge composed of facts, concepts, theories, or principles in a given discipline, ideas, and vocabulary which teacher must master effectively. Content knowledge also asks question what, like what am I teaching? In content knowledge, teachers should have a deep understanding of the subject they teach and for the corresponding curriculum or the subject content knowledge in technology. Understanding the content such as language arts, math, science, history, and among others. Next, we have PK or the pedagogical knowledge, the expert's knowledge in the science of teaching from educational and learning theories to individual differences, to strategies and techniques as well as assessment of learning. It is also the how or how the teacher imparts that content. In pedagogical knowledge, the teacher should have the knowledge about the practices, processes, and methods regarding teaching and learning. It may apply in more specific areas including understanding the student learning styles, classroom management skills, lesson planning, and assessment. Next, we have the PCK or the pedagogical content knowledge. It is the intersection of the pedagogical and content areas of knowledge. So it is how much competences and it includes knowledge that the teachers have in making the students learn the concepts and skills. It includes knowledge of how to use techniques that can be meaningfully address different learning styles while supporting content with deeper understanding. According to Schoolman's 2008, PCK or the pedagogical content knowledge is a framework which involves the teacher's competence in delivering the concepts being taught by simplifying complex ones if needed or leading the student to study a concept more deeply and extensively. We have also Mishra and Kohler 2006 continued to build upon Schoolman's PCK and incorporated technology, which is the TPACK model. In short, when a teacher is an expert in a subject and he or she also knows how to teach it properly, they have what is known as pedagogical content knowledge because they can support students' need in a specific subject area when they have that knowledge. Let's proceed to TK, or the technological knowledge. We all know that technology has become an increasingly important part of students' lives beyond school and even within the classroom. It can also help in increasing their understanding of complex concepts and encourage collaboration among their peers. Technological knowledge is the teacher's knowledge on how to select, use, and integrate associated tools or resources in the teaching and learning context. Example of technological knowledge is building cars, town, websites, and digital devices. Now, let's have the second to the last intersection, the TCK, or the technological content knowledge. It is an intersection when technology is used in a specific subject area to enrich and deepen students' understanding of content. It involves understanding how the subject matter can be communicated and considering which specific education technology tools will be suited for specific subject matters or in the classroom. Now let's have the last intersection, which is the TPK, or the technological pedagogical knowledge. This describes teachers' understanding and knowing how to select, use, or develop technology to manage student learning in a ways that are appropriate to the disciplines and the development of the lesson at hand. So therefore, TPACK model is about what teachers know, how they teach, and how technology is used in the delivery of the lesson to make it more engaging and making learning more relevant in the 21st century. Now we go on to our last topic for this lesson, the SAMR. So what is SAMR? SAMR stands for substitution, augmentation, modification, and redefinition. It was developed by Dr. Ruben Quendentura. SAMR is a model designed to help educators infuse technology into teaching and learning. It also supports and enables teachers to design, develop, and infuse digital learning experiences that utilize technology. As you can see there in the screen, the substitution and augmentation strategies use technology to enhance the learning and add value, whereas the modification and redefinition strategies harness technology in transforming learning and make new things possible. Let's proceed to the first strategy, which is the substitution. Substitution is the simplest stage where technology acts as a direct substitute for traditional practices with no functional change. It is literally using technology as an alternate for the regular item that is employed in augmenting or assisting instructions. So for example, having students type their work instead of handwriting it. The other one, using online quizzes and programs instead of pen and paper. So the technology here acts as a direct substitute of pen and paper without changing what is being written. He or she just copying it using the technology. I also have included there the apps that classified by the SAMR model. So for the substitution, we can see there the dictionary.com, iBooks, Pages, and Bamboo. Next, we have the augmentation strategy. In here, the technology acts as a direct substitute with functional improvement. So there is a functional improvement in the use of a technology tool. For example, students use the internet to independently research a topic as opposed to relying on teachers' input. The other one, students give more informative and engaging oral presentations accompanied by a PowerPoint containing multimedia elements. So here, the technology adds something to the learning process beyond just convenience. It gives students a clearer understanding of a complex topic or making it engaging in a way that traditional methods can't. So here are the apps that classified by SAMR model under the augmentation. We have Pixar Express, Haiku Deck, Google Search, and many more. Next, we have the modification strategies. Here, the technology is used to design interactive and dynamic tasks that go beyond the limitations of a traditional classroom or allows for significant task redesign. For example, teaching geography using Google application with Panoramio. Using this strategy allows us to generate inspired and innovative works that isn't confined by a paper. So here are the apps classified under the modification strategies. We have EduCreations, ThingLink, Telegamy, and many more. And here is the last strategy, which is the redefinition. So this is the most sophisticated stage of SAMR model because redefinition sees you using technology to make entirely new learning opportunities possible. In redefinition strategy, the technologies allows the creation of a new concepts that has not been previously conceptualized, or it represents the idea of creating something from the regular item. For example, connecting your students with the other people around the world as part of the learning journey. The other one, having students publish their work online where it can be viewed by their peers and other broader community. Therefore, the redefinition is the transformation of the learning. So here are the apps that classified under the redefinition. We have the iMovie, Book Creator, Byboard, and many more. We also have Benjamin Bloom's digital technology. I know that you already know the revised Bloom's taxonomy of higher order thinking skills. It starts from the lower order thinking skills, which is remembering, followed by understanding, applying, analyzing, evaluating, and creating, which is the higher one. You can see in the screen the picture of the revised Bloom's taxonomy and the SAMR model. The picture shows that the substitution strategy is connected in Bloom's taxonomy, which is remembering, followed by the augmentation, which is connected with understanding and applying. Next, we have modification, connected with applying, analyzing, and evaluating. Lastly, we have redefinition, which is connected with evaluating and creating. So we have these apps assembled by Kathy Schrock in Bloom's revised taxonomy. So for the remembering, we have the Wordle, Drigo, Google, and Photobubble. So for the understanding, we have also Drigo, Google Reader, and Google Advanced Search. So for the applying, we have Pipes and Podomatic. So for the analyzing, we have SurveyMonkey, Google Docs, Zoho Creator, and FlashT. And so for the evaluating, we have Blogger, Google Search, and Google+. So for the creating, we have VT, WeVideo, Breezy, and Screener. Thank you all for listening, and I hope you learned something from this video. God bless.